Okay, we are on writing equations from sentences, then solving. Here we go. 6 times a number is 132. A number represents a variable because it is an unknown. So let's go ahead and put, let's say n. If it says a number, I'm going to use the letter n. You could use x, you could use anything. So 6 times n, so 6n is 132. Wow, I actually know how to solve this. So I'm going to go ahead and divide by 6, and I get 132 divided by 6. N equals 22. The easy part is solving. The hard part is recognizing how to put it into numbers and letters, into an equation. Next it says 2/3 equals, I know what 2/3 is, 2/3, 2 over 3, equals -8 times a number. Times is the same thing as just keeping them together. I don't have to put a time sign if I don't want to. -8n. Well, I know I can divide by, the way in which I taught you is I actually have a fraction. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply everything by 3. That goes away, so I have 2 equals, 3 times -8 is -24n. If I divide by -24, divide by -24, I have a fraction where the top number is smaller, so all I can do is simplify and not change this back to a mixed number. So I'm going to go ahead and divide this by 2, divide this by 2, so I get n equals -1 over 12. Number 3, 5/11. I know 5/11 is 5 over 11 times a number. There's my n, my variable. So times a number would be 5/11 times n, so 5/11 n is 55. I'm given a fraction again. Multiply everything by 11. This goes away. I get 5n equals 11 times 55. 11 times 55 is 605. Divide by 5, and I get 121. Number 4, twice a number. There's my n again. Twice means 2 times. So that would mean 2n. Twice a number, but this time they actually say twice a number t. This time they actually tell me the variable to use, so I don't need to use n anymore. They tell me to use t. So that would be twice t, so 2t. It says decreased by, decreased means subtract, 8 equals 70. Well, I know how to solve this. I'm going to add 8 to both sides. I get 2t equals 78. Divide by 2. 78 divided by 2 gives me 39. Go ahead and try letter 5, number 5. Try to just set up the equation first. Just try to set up the equation. Don't worry about solving, just set it up first. 5 times the sum. Sum means parentheses. And add m and k. M plus k is the same as 7 times k. Well, all I can do now is distribute 5m plus 5k equals 7k. There's actually nothing I can do with this. I actually gave you guys 2 variables. I apologize, my mistake. But that's actually how you would set it up, and if I gave you m, then we can go ahead and solve. So instead of crossing it out, sorry I crossed it out, let's go ahead and think about this. What if instead of m I put 8? Let's go ahead and see. So this would be 7, or this would be 8 now. So now I can distribute. 5 times 8 is 40 plus 5k equals 7k. Now if I subtract 5k, 40 equals 2k. divide by, not 20, but 2, divide by 2, 20 equals k. It works if I only had one variable, not two. I apologize. Number 6, half of p. Half of p would be p divided by 2 is the same as p minus 3. I can go ahead and multiply everything by 2. That leaves me with p equals 2p minus 6. I'm going to go ahead and subtract 2p. I get negative 1p equals negative 6. Divide by negative 1p equals positive 6. Go ahead and try number 7 before I show you. On number 7, 14 less than. Less than means to subtract, put it to the back. So minus 14 needs to be in back. 3/4 of a number. There's my n. 3/4 of means to multiply. 3/4 times n, which is just 3/4 n, is negative 18. Find the number. Now I can go ahead and solve. I know I can multiply everything by 4, so this goes away. I'm left with 3n. 4 times 14 gives me minus 56 equals 4 times 18, negative 18, gives me negative 72. Now I can add 56, so that's 72 minus 56, 16. 3n equals negative 16. Divide by 3. I actually cannot divide this evenly, so I'm going to go ahead and change this into a mixed number. Top in, bottom out. 3 goes into 16, 5, which is 15. 1 left over. So my answer would be negative 5 1/3. N equals negative 5 1/3. Number 8. Pause the video first and try. On number 8, 17 is 13 subtracted from 6 times a number, and actually subtracted from would also go into the back, because if I subtract from, 17 subtracted from, so I'm subtracting, or 13 subtracted from, so I'm actually subtracting 13 from 6 times a number. So 6n minus 13. So I can add 13 to both sides. That gives me 30 equals 6n. Divide by 6. Once again, this is not going to give me an even number. So let me go ahead and divide. 6 goes into 30. I'm kidding. That gives me 5. Brain fart. Sorry. Number 9. This says, if 7m minus 3 equals 53, what is the value of 11m plus 2? Well, I need to know what m is first. In order to know what m is, I have to solve for m. So I can go ahead and add 3 to both sides. That gives me 7m equals 56. Divide by 7, that means m has to equal 8. Now I can plug into my m. That means 11 times 8 plus 2. 88 plus 2 gives me 90. Go ahead and pause the video for number 10 and try. Number 10, I have to go ahead and get rid of 25. 13y equals 64 minus 25, 39. Divide by 13, I get y equals 3. Now I can plug that into y. 4 times 3 minus 7, so 12 minus 7 is 5. And that is all.